Yeah, we're all doing really good, thank you.
All good, all good, all good.
Really good show. Whenever we come to Germany, it's always a brilliant response from the crowd, so it's a pleasure to come here every time we do.
Lee, because he's not joining you tonight, so is he ill or?
Yeah, Lee's not feeling too well. He's going to be joining us on the UK dates, but unfortunately he couldn't make these ones. They were a bit short notice. We weren't actually meant to be playing these shows, but we jumped at the chance to come back to Europe. Like Benji said, we love playing in Germany and all over Europe, really. We get a good response, and I think it's a type of music that lends well to a European audience.
So, have you been to Hamburg before?
Yes.
Have we been to Hamburg before?
No, we haven't.
Oh, no, we haven't.
We've been to Hamburg, not as a band. So this is our first time as a band.
Yeah.
We've been to a couple of places in Germany, but this was really good. We definitely want to come back to Hamburg.
For sure.
For your own show, right?
Well, maybe if people want to come to say a Hamburg show with just us, then yeah, we'll come back. But yeah, if anyone wants to have us on, we'll jump at the chance to come and play here again.
So, afterwards you go to a UK tour, and after that you're going for your own tour, right? Like Leeds on the 21st?
Yeah, so basically what's happening is we've got one more date in Europe with Acres and Pine Gift. That's at Antwerp. And then we're heading back over to the UK for 5 more dates. And then after that, we're probably taking a little break to write the album. Which, yeah.
Well, we played first single tonight.
Everyone seems to be excited about. We're playing the first single from the album.
Play Halloween.
On this entire tour. It's the first time we've ever played it. We don't even have a full mix back, so it's
Very new.
it's very new.
Yeah, we just played it to see what reaction it would get from a live audience. It seemed to go down pretty well, I guess.
Going well so far.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we've literally got one more date in the UK that we've confirmed, which is Halloween on the 26th of October.
Yep.
And apart from that, it's just knuckle down and writing.
As much as we love playing, but there has to be we're in that area now where we really need to get working on the album. We've got maybe 3 or 4 songs down for that. One of which, like Benji said, that we played tonight for the first time. So it's hard for us. We love playing, but we want to be able to play for longer, have a longer set. So we need new songs, and it means that we can come back and play more shows, go to some different places. So it's a trade-off, but it's definitely worth it.
Is there any difference for you to play in UK or Europe?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, just down to
It's
the
very-
venues, the amount of people that come, just what the venue provides as well. It's just every time we come to Europe, I always feel that the audience interact really well with us. We always get good feedback, and I just think Europe as a whole is far better, just as an all-round show. I just absolutely love Europe.
People love it. People love it more in Europe than in England.
Yeah, it seems a lot more passionate.
Yeah,
Europe.
for sure. And bands are a lot more looked after as well when they come to Europe, like for the catering and etc.
Places to stay
etc. Like,
and
yeah, we get offered places to stay and stuff. Whereas in England, like you don't really get that, especially for like the catering and stuff like that. It's crazy how different it is.
I think it's hard for a band of our size, where we're not totally unknown, but we're not really well known. I think Europe is better for us. I think a lot more people are more passionate about the music, like Matt says, and they want to come out to shows, see new bands, be the first to hear things. Whereas in the UK, I think due to a lot of medium-sized venues closing down, you're either really small or you're going towards the bigger side, which we obviously struggle with being a new band. But in Europe, it seems to be the perfect size venues, audiences, and people, like Matt says, they want to come out and they enjoy music, and that. Yeah.
So you were support for Crystal Lake or other bands. So what was the coolest experience you had?
It's got,
Hands Like Houses was probably
it's got to just been travelling around Europe with Hands Like Houses. Like,
we'd never left the UK as a band, so that was eye-opening for us. Learned a lot, experienced a lot. Really nice guys. It was good for us to go out with a larger band than ourselves and still be treated with respect, and to be felt welcomed. Like, we're not in our own country. Some places we go, we can't speak any of their language other than like please and thank you and hello. So it was good for us. It showed that there's scope for us as a band to grow in Europe. As I think we'd have to be a lot larger to go to, say, Australia or Asia or America. A lot of people want us to go there, but I think it's a big commitment when we're at this size to do something like that. Hi, we're back. Interview part 2. Too hot for inside, so we're outside. We're still captives. Next question, please. Come on, keep it together.
So, for the people who don't know you, please explain your music.
Oh, this was where Matt.
We haven't been asked this yet. Would you like to explain our music? People who haven't heard us.
musically, we like to put across the message of our EPs normally about like based upon like mental health and the issues that people have in this day and age, like especially the stigma with men and their mental health. But live, we just want to make it as energetic and as fun for the crowd as possible. So we like to throw across like, I don't know, man. Like we just like to.
We like
we like to let loose and feel like we want the crowd to do that as well. Like, and we'd always like the crowd to get involved, etc. But it's all about passion and energy for us. Like,
we want everyone who comes to one of our gigs to feel safe, to be happy. Even if for just half an hour they can listen to our band and forget about work or stresses or things like that. And we let it all go on stage as well. Like for 30 minutes, we travel far and wide to play the shows, but for those 30 minutes, it's just the Captives message.
Just about the music.
Yeah. It doesn't matter about anything else. There you go.
So Captives literally came out from nowhere. Not even after a year, your EP got almost 3 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah, nearly now.
Oh, you're making me head grow.
It's actually 6 days.
Yeah.
In 6 days, it'll be 1 year since we released Ghost Like You. So we sat on that for a couple of months.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 months. We
Yeah.
sat on the. We had all the songs. We had the EP, and for us, it was just about the timing of the release. We knew the material was good for us, but we didn't know that it would connect so much with an audience.
Yeah, it definitely ran away with us. I think we released the song, and we were all together, and we were like, we'll hang out for a bit, and put the song on, see what people think, and then I don't think any of us went home. I think we all stayed at my house and was just like, because we put it out on Dreambound, so instantly it had like a captive audience, for lack of a better word. But like people interested in that style of music, willing to give a new band a try. I think a lot of people who listen to music on Dreambound are looking for the next song that's coming out. So yeah, it kind of, like Benji said, we had it. We wanted to get it out before Christmas. We didn't want to get lost in the noise of everyone's busy at Christmas, and we didn't want to wait. So we kind of chose this time, released it, and then it's kind of
Snowball.
Yeah, it's become its own thing. We never expected it to be taken this well, so we're really appreciative of that.
Yeah.
So Matt, you've been actually more in a pop punk acoustic projects before. Are there any names of bands you'd like to share with the audience?
What, like bands that
You listen to
I
You like and your audience as well?
it ranges from like acoustic wise. I used to be massively influenced by an acoustic artist called Andy McKee. He was like no singing or anything like that. He just did a lot of acoustic playing. But from that, I grew up listening to a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, a lot of like 80s rock, like AC/DC and stuff like that as well. But then I was massively into My Chemical Romance when I was a bit younger. Fight Star, Funeral for a Friend. So yeah, like that's how I got into the pop punk thing, I guess. because we wanted to like gel an acoustic sort of sound with a heavier sort of sound, and that's where the pop punk bands sort of came from, I guess. But it didn't last very long, as to say. And then these guys sort of swooped me up.
So that's where we found Matt, through the acoustic side of things. So we were aware that Matt existed for a while. We were in, myself and Benji were in other projects. We did recording with a guy called Andy Parkinson in the other projects. When we were looking to form what is now Captives, we asked him, "You run a recording studio, anyone come through who's really good at drums?" And then James had worked on a project with him for another genre of music, but obviously very technically proficient. So we got James on board, and we just were waiting to steal Matt. We didn't really want to steal him from another band, but then his band started to come to an end as we were starting to pick up on the writing side of things, and we were like, if we're going to have a singer, we should try and get the best one that we know, and that was this.
That's the guy!
It was this guy.
Cheers, boys.
And it's done wonders for us, because when we're not afraid to admit that Matt is a massive selling point for the band. Like, he's the voice, the band, the message, and I think we've had a lot of success from not going the harsher way with vocals. I'll wait for this. So it was an exciting process for me and Benji, because we've always been in bands where it's had screaming in the verses, singing in the choruses. So we'd never really had to put pen to paper for a more tuneful kind of verses, and that opened us up to different ways of writing and a different sound, which obviously that's like our Captive sound now. So moving forward, it's really easy now that we've got the core members doing their bits, and we're excited to release new music. Obviously, you got a taster of a new song tonight, so more like that to come very soon.
Ooh. So, which song is the most meaningful one of your set, and if you can explain why?
I'll pass it over to Matt.
Find a Way.
Please hold the phone.
It'd be Find a Way would be the most meaningful song to me anyway, because I've struggled with a lot of mental health issues and etc in the past. So that song was my way of getting it out, if you know what I mean. Like, I struggle to just speak to someone about my feelings, etc, so it's easy for me to get my frustrations out and my personal message through music. So Find a Way would be the one for me, as it speaks about my problems and how I try to resolve things, etc. I don't know about these boys, but Find a Way for me is the one.
Yeah. Especially with the video, that was an emotional one for us, obviously, 'cause it was more so, like Matt said, it was more his message, but then us coming together and discussing how we're gonna take that to the visual side of things, that was like eye-opening for us, because we got to have like in-depth conversations with Matt about some things that maybe we didn't know before. So we'd already wrote the song, but then we got to dig deeper on the meaning and come up with a video, and we thought, the things that Matt struggles with and a lot of people struggle with, a lot of the time people are just trying to find a way to live in a world that's changing all the time. There's social media, and the playing field changes all the time for young people. So we wanted to connect and share our message with them, and we thought, what's more striking than somebody seeing their own death and thinking these negative thoughts and feelings, and if I don't speak to someone, I'll find a way. That that could end. They could end up that way, and that shouldn't happen to anyone. So if our music can do anything, open up to your friends. Other people like Captives, they might be going through the same thing as you. So speak up, speak to us. We're always available on social media to talk to people, and as much as we want to get our message out, we want to hear other people's message and start the conversation and keep it going and get rid of the stigma. These two don't talk.
Oh no, I'm horrendous at talking. I'll slur my words.
You wouldn't understand him if he spoke.
Oh, my accent's horrendous. Studio and writing,
yeah, lots of writing.
So we've got these next 5 dates with Pint and Gift and Acres, and then we're taking a writing break. We really want to get the album out by summer next year, so we're able to play all the festivals and stuff. It's quite a lengthy process getting an album ready. There's so many stages of the band just going over tiny little parts that you probably wouldn't even notice. But we want everything to be perfect, especially with a debut album release. It's as a band now, it has to be a step above everything
We're definitely feeling the
else.
pressure from how well the EP went. We don't want to let anyone down. We don't want to let ourselves down. So we are trying to step above and give people something, the next step.
So I think we're probably going to take a break through Christmas till February, and then we're going to look at touring again. And hopefully we're looking to record the album April, May, some time around then. But if anything, touring comes up that we can't turn down, then we'll be out again and back in Europe, back in Germany.
Yeah. We enjoy writing, so it's as much as we love playing the shows, and we'll be upset if we have to miss out on anything. We do enjoy the writing process because it opens up. We can play for longer, so we love coming out and playing shows. But currently we just play for 30 minutes, and if we could start doing 45 minutes to an hour, then it just means that we can give people more of the Captives experience of we can go highs and lows, whereas currently we have quite an energetic set. It would be nice to show off Matt's vocals more of a stripped back. With an album, we have the possibility to do maybe even just fully acoustic, or we can take people on more of a journey, whereas with an EP, really we wanted to...
Just a taster.
Yeah, we wanted to say, this is the sound, this is what you can come to expect, and if you like it, then we'll write an album, and we can go into different avenues, maybe try some different instrumentation and things like that, something exciting. James does a great mouth saxophone. Do you want?
That's just a taster.
Just a taster of what's to come. Mouth saxophone.
So, if you can choose a band to go on tour with, which band would it be? Just one.
I know
It's different for
Well,
everyone.
yeah, let's do a quick fire round. Right, you ready?
Yeah. Well,
Go.
Architects.
Fight Star.
Bad Omens.
Architects.
So we got 2 for Architects. So if you're watching,
We're not heavy enough for Architects.
Well, I don't know.
we've got that one string. Bah.
You never know, their next album might be really soft.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music do you guys listen to in your free time?
Oh, I've got a terrible taste.
Let's do it again. Speed round. What's the last thing you had on Spotify?
Oh, 1975.
1975.
Newton Faulkner.
Newton Faulkner.
Oh, tasty.
What did I have on the
Can't
other
remember.
night? We had Simply Red live album
Yes, that was good.
on. Amazing live band. Listen to that if you haven't.
The new Being is an Ocean is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. I enjoy that. I've had it on repeat.
Let's do same again, but like our genre. Who should they check out in our genre?
Oh God, don't come to me first.
I think everyone should check out Too Close to Touch.
Palmist. Very good. Unsigned UK band. Very good. We toured with them.
Acres.
Very good.
Acres, definitely.
Acres.
James listens to a lot of Dayseeker. They're good.
Oh yeah, love them.
Yeah.
Try and Seeker.
There you go.
All right, will do.
So, last but not least, top 3 album. Go.
Top 3 albums.
Of each.
Okay. Number 1.
Wait till the cobblestones are gone.
Architects, All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. Number 2, Dayseeker. What's the last? I can't remember the name.
The new one. Or the one
No,
before? Sleeping and
Sleep.
It's got a very long
yeah,
title.
It's got a long title. The last Dayseeker album. Number 3, John Mayer, Continuum.
That's a good album.
I'd say Black Parade, My Chemical Romance.
That's not
Definitely maybe by Oasis. Very weird. And
Load of crap ones. Right, you.
the new Bad Omens album, for sure. The new Acres album. And I'd have to go for probably the new Architects album. As well.
We like Architects.
Yeah, I'll go Architects as well.
Oh,
That's my third one. There you go.
Hours by Funeral for a Friend.
Oh,
Killer. All killer, no filler, Sum 41. And something new. The Too Close to Touch album. Well, the Too Close to Touch EP they just brought out. That was really good.
Very good.
We've been captives. You've been awesome. Disperse!